got to day 6, and what I'm going to give you is a couple of yoga postures to practice Mula Bandha in, and they're going to support your pelvic floor. Just a couple of things to do at home. It will only take you a few minutes. If you can do it a couple of times a week, that is awesome. Those of you that are coming to yoga with me, it'll just give you more awareness from the directions that I give to really make the most of that pulling up in Mula Bandha as we go. Okay, so the first posture is just Tadasana, mountain pose. So you're standing with feet hip width apart. Remember to spread out your toes, bring a bit of weight into the balls of the feet. Coming into that posture thing, except it's a bit stronger now. So lifting up in the thighs, reaching the hands down. Make sure your neck's relaxed and you're looking straight across the room. And again, it's that tucking the tailbone down, pulling in and up. So you're lifting up in Mula Bandha as you're standing in Tadasana. So while your hands are reaching down to the floor and your feet are pressing down into the floor, you're lifting up in your thighs and you're pulling in and up in the core, dropping down in the tailbone and breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Okay? So that's the first one. You can stay there for 3, 4, 6 breaths, however it feels for you. So the next one, again we do it in class, is Warrior 2. So with Warrior 2, you're gently pressing the outside edge of the back foot to the floor, lifting up on the inside of that back thigh as you bend into the front knee. Shoulders down, checking that your back hand's up, it's not hanging down here. Alright, so again, feet pressing into the floor, hips are sinking down and pulling in Mula Bandha, dropping the tailbone down, pulling in and up. And a lot of you will already notice, but for those that haven't, it gives you more mobility in that knee to turn it out. So we're pulling up in Mula Bandha and breathing. Couple of breaths here. So it gives you good practice at holding Mula Bandha and breathing and not holding your breath when you do it, which a lot of people do. And so just coming around to the other side, pulling up on that inside of the back thigh, dropping down, drop the tailbone, pull in and up, lifting the perineum, getting that knee out, checking your back arm. Couple of breaths here. And release. So that's a couple of standing postures for you. I'm going to come down to the ground for a couple of postures on the floor. So down face dog is quite a tricky one to do, but a really good one to do for a lifelong practice with your yoga practice with Mula Bandha. So when you come onto hands and knees, I want you to breathe in, lift the pelvic floor. So breathe in, get that contraction we've been talking about. Tuck the toes under, lift up. And then just breathe. So when you come up into down face dog, you no longer have to hold the pelvic floor up too strongly. What you'll start to notice is when you breathe in, lift the pelvic floor, then come up into down face dog holding your breath, and just relax and breathe, that the pelvic floor will hold itself. So again, breathe in, Mula Bandha, tuck the toes under, lift, and then breathe. So hands are pressing into the floor, looking at your feet, or the bottom of your mat, chest through, breathing, nice deep breaths. Alright, so you can pretty much do Mula Bandha in any position, but there's definitely positions that are better than others. So the next posture, we're not going to do Mula Bandha in it, but it's a bit of a next step from the first thing we did, which is legs up the wall with a towel under your lower back. Okay? And it's just coming into bridge pose. So there's two choices with this. You can bring a cushion under your lower back and just rest there, which is quite comfortable. Or you can come right up into bridge pose. So the trick with bridge pose is your feet are under your knees. Breathe in, lift up. Bringing the shoulders underneath you, back of the neck, long chin to the chest. The work is in the legs. Again, just like with legs up the wall, you can see gravity is bringing all your organs back towards your spine and bringing your pelvic floor back towards the spine into position as well. So you can hold here, strengthening the legs for a few breaths. Or you can bring something underneath your lower back, a cushion, and just rest on the cushion like we did with legs up the wall. And again, it's actually quite comfortable, and you can just get that relaxation and repose and let all your organs and your pelvic floor come into place, into alignment, supporting your posture as well. Okay, so that's it. There's a couple of postures for you to do at home that are really going to help you practice Mula Bandha, support the pelvic floor and get that strength so it becomes a part of your daily life rather than some sort of chore that we have to do, which is, we've already got enough chores, we don't need any more of that. So any questions, post it down. I want to know when you're going to do these and where. Before breakfast, after breakfast, in the afternoon, after dinner, whatever it is. I want to know where and when, and any questions or comments or feedback, put it under this video so other people can get the same feedback and I can find it easily. And I'll see you tomorrow.